Well, what did I get myself into today? Thank you guys for joining us, and today is World Snake Day, and with it being such a nice holiday, we've got Jim Knox with Beardsley Zoo joining us. Thank you for joining us again.
Our pleasure.
And Mac Robuski, you're with Rainforest Reptiles. You're also here, and you both are holding snakes right next to me. This is a little interesting today, a little bit different show going on.
Yeah, well, we have the great privilege, Brendan, of having Rainforest Reptiles with us here at the zoo through Saturday the 18th. And Mac and his team do exceptional programming with beautiful animals from around the world.
So what is this one right here then?
This is a red rat snake. They're actually both the same type of snake.
Wow, that's
even though
really
they look
cool.
completely different. So this is an animal that you might actually see in a place like Georgia, down in the south. This is their natural color type. That's something called a snow red rat snake, which is what happens when people have them as pets. They try to breed them to look a certain way. So snakes, even though it's the same species, can come in all different colors, sizes, and things like that. Yeah.
Well, no matter what, they are both beautiful snakes. I mean, you guys have a really cool thing going on at the zoo right now, and you're a part of this.
Yeah, so we're doing programs every single day where we talk not only about snakes, but reptiles in general and how critically important they are for their native ranges.
Well, we, of course, want to make sure that we treat these animals with so much respect.
Oh, yeah.
And you both have told me now that I am going to be holding one of these. So what is the way to hold this then?
Yeah, really great question. So I'll have you hold my friend Clementine here.
Okay, Clementine.
She's just a little nervous at times, so just open hands always, just like that. I'm going to place her down in your hands just like that. She may move quick.
Oh my gosh.
But
And if she does, you got help on the left, Brendan. You're good.
Oh, goodness. No, she's very,
Seen
very
this scene in
friendly.
Harry Potter before.
Are you part of the Slytherin house? Yeah,
I guess
a little
so.
bit? Yeah. So
Clementine thinks so.
She just likes to move around. She's curious about what's going on. It's something that she's not used to you, so it takes her a little bit second here. She's going to try and go into your coat. Oh, she wants to take a second to talk in the mic, you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. I can hear the hissing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful creatures, though. So yeah, whenever you're holding a snake like that, open-handed, just like you're doing, just like that, allow them to move and adapt. That way they feel more secure and they feel like they have the ability to move. When we grip onto them really, really tight, that's when they're going to be much more erratic and not sure what's going on around them.
All right. Well, Clementine, I think we have gotten along pretty well. And then you guys you've brought numerous snakes today. These aren't the only ones we're seeing today.
Yeah, you want to see some more?
Yeah, let's see some more.
Let's see what we can do here.
So our next topic is fear of snakes, as I am now holding a much bigger snake. This is Duck. What kind of snake is Duck?
Duck is a ball python, and butterscotch over here is actually the same species of snake. Just like Clementine and Winter that you saw a second ago, what happens is people actually get these animals as pets. They can make amazing pets, ball pythons, but you can see how big they actually get.
And anyone that is thinking of getting a snake pet, who should get a snake? How should they be prepared to get a snake?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. They do require specialized care, and they are a commitment, and they live longer than a lot of people think. Usually a snake like this is going to be somewhere between 15 and up to 20 or so years or so. So if we're getting it as a teenager and we're about to go to college, we need to think about those things before we purchase those animals.
All right, so you were just talking about bigger snakes, and of course we got to talk about the fear of snakes, which I usually don't have, but when there's something, how much does this weigh?
She's about 100 to 120 pounds.
Okay, a lot bigger than last one.
How long do you think she is?
Oh, man.
What is your guess here?
8 feet?
She's about 14 feet long when she's fully stretched out. But the fear of snakes is actually one of the most common fears on the planet. A lot of people think that it's something that is genetically brought in, but there's discussions about it, and it could be there's no conclusive proof either way. But a lot of times it's a learned behavior. So if we see a snake in our yard and we have young kids, if we immediately react and say something like, "Oh, I need to hurt that snake or get the snake out of the yard," well, the snake is there serving a purpose. Most of the time they're helping deal with those rodent populations. And guess where ticks start their life stages? On those rodents.
Wow.
So with the decrease or increase of rodents, because of the decrease of snakes, you start to see more diseases like Lyme disease and different things. So just be kind to these animals. It's incredibly important. They're so amazing and well adapted to doing those things.
Talk to your kids about the value of the animal, as Mac just mentioned, and its place in nature. We want to leave it alone and give it a little bit of a berth. Just give it a little space, because your yard, the forest around you, this is also the snake's home, and the snake is performing a service for all of us and for Mother Nature. So we want to give it the space it deserves. It's a great neighbor.
Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I mean, what an unbelievable experience.
Our pleasure.
And Yeah, everyone, if you want to go see the snakes, hey, I touched it. I was brave, so you can too. So everyone, we'll put your guys' link on our websites. But
Thank you.
happy World Snake Day, everyone. We'll send it back to you guys at the desk.